brief video, we're going to let you experience EFT for yourself on your own pain or discomfort. And the first thing you need to do is just to evaluate your own pain or discomfort. You might want to give it a 0 to 10 number, where 10 is the most it's ever been and 0 is nothing. Maybe it's a 5, maybe it's an 8, but you might want to just notice that for the moment. I'm going to walk you through the tapping process. You're going to tap with your fingertips on the various meridian points. We're going to do that twice. And after you're done, chances are you're going to notice a significant decrease, if not complete elimination, of your pain. And the first thing we're going to do is just evaluate the intensity of our pain as it exists at the moment. I'd like to use a 0 to 10 scale. 0 is no pain whatsoever, and 10 is, oh, the worst it's ever been. And so right now you might assess your pain, and maybe it's an 8, maybe it's a 3, maybe it's a 6, but just assign some number to it, because we're going to compare what happens to that number after we've done the EFT process. So, simple enough. Get a good sense of the intensity, and let's begin. First thing we're going to do is tap on what we call the karate chop spot. Now, the karate chop spot is this spot on the fleshy spot on the outside of your hand you do a karate chop point with. Now, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to tap with my right hand. If you were left-handed, you might want to do it the other way. But so I'm going to tap with a couple of fingertips right there, and I'm just going to simply tell my system what I'm dealing with, and I'm going to say, this pain. Okay? Then I'm going to take my fingertips, I'm going to tap the very top of my head several times like this, and say, this pain. Then I'm going to take my 4 fingertips, and I'm going to tap right between my eyebrows, and I'm going to say, this pain. Then I'm going to take my fingertips, 2 typically, and tap on the outside corner of each eye, the little bone there, not where the temple is, but on the bone there, and say, this pain. And then we're going to tap under the eyes, about 1 inch below the pupil, on the bone underneath the eyes there, and say, this pain. And then we're going to tap under the nose, this pain. And then we're going to tap on what we call it the chin point. It's actually between the point of the chin and the bottom of the lower lip, right there. This pain. Okay, now I'm wearing a microphone, so I can't really thump here well, because I'm going to thump the microphone. But where you want to do is make a fist with either hand and thump at the top of your breastbone, about where a man would knot his tie, and say, this pain. And then the last point we're going to tap is, we call it under the arm, but it's actually on the rib cage. And if you'll take your fingertips and put them in your armpit, either side, doesn't matter, and go down about 4 inches, and tap right there with, say, 4 fingertips, and just say, this pain. Okay? Now that's really it. That's a starter version of EFT. We're going to do one more round just for good measure, and then we're going to assess, how our pain is doing. All right? So, again with me, the karate chop point, and say, this pain. Top of the head, this pain. 4 fingertips between the eyebrows, this pain. Side of the eyes, corner of the eyes, this pain. Under the eyes, this pain. Under the nose, this pain. Chin point, this pain. And then top of the breastbone, thump there, about where a man would knot his tie, this pain. And then under the arm, this pain. Okay, now that's a very light version, beginner's version. There's obviously more in depth to all of this for those who wish to carry forward. But for the moment, remember how you assessed your intensity to begin this exercise. Maybe it was an 8, maybe it was a 4, whatever it was. Now assess your pain and give it another number. And notice where that number is. Is it still the number you started with? Is it less? Chances are it's going to be less. It will have improved, or it will be completely gone. Maybe it will have changed nature from maybe a sharp pain to a dull ache. Maybe it even changed location. All of that is evidence that something important happened with this tapping process to begin with your pain.